I don't want to deal with his shit. So yeah, I'm gonna throw these bags of chips at him. And also, I didn't want to get too close to him because he is a bit of a psycho. So who knows what he might do.
Welcome to The Scene Drift, a podcast exploring the worlds of film, television and entertainment, and the people who bring those stories to life. Drifting through stories, one scene at a time. Today we're diving into the pulse-pounding thriller, Neglected. With a ticking clock, buried secrets and a psychological game of cat and mouse, we're unpacking the intense dynamic between Detective Shaw and his suspect. Joining us are the stars, the versatile Elena Sanchez and the visionary David Lipper. Tune in as we explore the grit and intensity behind this year's most gripping ride. Let's get into this. Lovely to meet you guys, and congrats on an amazing film. I watched it last night and I still can't stop thinking about it.
Right.
That's what we want.
And David, you wrote and directed this world where neglect is the villain, then cast yourself as the face of that corruption. Was it a trip to direct yourself being that delusional of a character, or did you want to be the one causing all the trouble?
Well, I don't want to give too much away, but I will tell you that I picked a character and wrote a character for myself that I thought would be in my wheelhouse of something I could perform well. And most importantly, I wanted the audience to feel what we're feeling as we're making this movie, that there are very real cause and effects to neglecting things and people in our lives. And what I wanted really to be carried through all these characters, is who and what did they neglect, and where did that come back to bite them? And maybe we should think twice about throwing something under the rug and forgetting it instead of dealing with it.
Yeah, that's really deep. And Elena, whilst all of this chaos is happening, there's a scene where your character throws chips at AJ. And honestly, I found that quite funny. When your character was doing that, did you feel like you're not going to be falling for AJ's games and he's not as special as he thinks he is?
Yeah, I think you kind of hit the nail on the head. I mean, on the one hand, I do need him to open up to me, but on the other hand, like, I don't want to deal with his shit. So yeah, I'm gonna throw these bags of chips at him. And also, I didn't want to get too close to him because he is a bit of a psycho. So who knows what he might do.
You great observation, by the way, Rax, because in a psychological thriller, we're constantly pushing buttons and challenging each other. And these are the little mini objectives that need to happen throughout the scenes. Dylan and Shaw, the serial killer and Shaw, they need to spar in that first interrogation scene, and they need to push buttons or we're not going to get anywhere. And the same thing in Elena's scene. Like, this is great, like, here's a challenge, challenge one up. These are great little actions to give actors that should always be in the work in power scenes. And there's a lot of power objectives in this movie.
Yeah, there's a lot of power, there's a lot of chaos. You've got Dylan treating interrogation like an open mic, Josh losing his mind, and then you've got you running the show, and Elena is just another Tuesday for her. She's the mediator. Who was actually hardest to keep under control once the cameras stop rolling?
Till Schweiger. Till was kind of off in his own world, who was Captain Haas. But everyone, we didn't have time, to be honest, Rox. Like this was such a concise shoot, and we were going a lot chronologically. So we're constantly moving. People weren't sitting in their trailers, sitting around waiting. Everyone's working constantly, and we're just pushing forward, so that no one could overthink. And a lot of the actors really appreciated this process. I do. It's funny. People ask, like, why would you take on a shoot that's got such a short timeline? But it's like, I like these challenges. I like the margins. I like the boxes I'm stuck in because it forces me to be creative within that box. And I think everybody felt that. And we didn't have time to overthink things. We just did it.
Yeah, it felt, and honestly, you guys delivered incredible performances, especially the script. I loved it a lot. And it was so tight, especially with the runtime. It almost felt like, since we were mostly in the police station, it felt like we were in like an escape room. So let's say, for example, if the cast were all in an escape room, who would break first?
Yeah.
Well,
Probably boring.
I am an escape room expert.
Oh,
So,
You're the calm one, that's why.
yes.
yeah,
I
not
think
me.
I've done maybe like 50 escape rooms at this point.
Wow.
Yeah, so just saying, you're gonna want me on your team.
And David, we see how the mayor he wants to see AJ, but he's not allowed. If you were to put him in a room with AJ, what do you think would happen?
If I were to put who in a room with AJ?
The mayor.
Well, at the end of the credits, you'll see what happens when the two of them are in a room together.
No way. Did I skip the credits?
At the
There,
end of
there.
the end cards, there's a bonus scene. You're gonna have to go
Oh
back and watch
damn.
it now, Rocks.
Oh
Yeah,
damn. I think I'm gonna go for a second rewatch.
right.
It's a good
And
one.
yeah, and Keys, she's the only one that hasn't lost her mind. By the end, David, is she actually changing the system, or is she just the one refusing to give up?
Well, I think, Elena's had a really good handle on Keys, that she was a steady force who's there. There's a bond between detectives, partners, and I'll do anything for you. I got your back. I'm there for you. And that's really her character is just so supportive throughout the movie, in making sure he's okay and doing what she has to do to help him along, because the stakes are so high. There's nothing higher than having your own son buried alive and racing against the clock to
Mhm.
save him. And that setup really drives the action through the whole first two acts. Like, you are just got to save him, got to save him, got to save him, got to move, got to go here, got to solve this. And hopefully, we're barely breathing. We're just with Josh Duhamel that whole ride, going, I got to find him, I got to find him.
Mm. Yeah, it's so tense. It's a race against time, and there's so much tension. But were there any moments where you thought, yeah, we have to chill out? And was there any funny moments on set between all of you guys?
Well, I remember like, so it's because we were filming at a real police station, occasionally new prisoners would get booked. And so
No.
one of those times, David was like, okay, we're taking a break. We're going to get ice cream. And he bought us all ice cream, which was very lovely.
We
Damn, what
did
flavor?
have a guy in the drunk tank there in the holding cells who was snoring really loudly, and Josh was banging on his door, telling him to shut up, and it worked actually. Then he just woke up, I guess, and stopped snoring. But eventually they had to move a prisoner, so that's when we had to clear out of there, and that's when I bought everyone ice cream. Yeah.
Damn. And I have to wrap up, but it was lovely speaking to you guys. Congrats on an amazing film, and I can't wait for more people to see it. And I'm gonna go back and watch the credits. Thank you for reminding me.
Thanks so
Thank you
much.
so much. Great to
Thank
meet
you.
you.
Have a lovely day.
You too.
Okay, you too.